Good morning. All right. How are you guys doing today? YouTube, you cray cray. YouTube says I have 2 comments, yet the comments, there are 0. Unless there's something fishy going on. Oh, it's changed it to 0. Okay, it's changed it to 0. No Man's Land. Let's do this. Let's see if we can give away $30 today. Definitely a little slow loading. Look at all them weeds. Where's my cedar all sideways? Join farm. Not where I parked the cedar when I quit the game. All right, just started seeding barley here on this field. It's our biggest field we have. I think our cedar can use an upgrade as well, but right now priority is bigger combine, a manure trailer, and I guess 2 manure trailers, 1 dry manure and 1 liquid manure trailer. How's it going, Michael? 44, what is that? 44. 44. Is that hot? I'm gonna go with hot. That's hot. It is -4 Celsius here. So, a little bit below freezing. Oh, 44 is cold. What is that in Celsius? If I wasn't in the live stream, I could just Google it and it'd be easy to tell, but doing a live stream means I have to pause the game, go and quit, and then Google it. I guess I could always pull up the phone, but the phone is not right here. I'm charging next to Jess's computer. It's +6 there. Oh, that is very, very cold for you guys. Does that mean you guys got snow? Man, I got snow. Wow, did I ever get snow. I was driving through Portland and it was 0 degrees Celsius and it was snowing so hard. It was insane. Nobody in Portland has winter tires on, so you have all these cars just spun out on the highway, driving way too slow for the highway. Because if you drive too slow on a highway that has banking on it, you're going to slide right off the highway. So you have to go a little bit of a higher speed so you don't slide off the banking. But they were all sliding off the banking, so I just grabbed a couple of gears and went to the top line, to the hammer lane, and just zoomed past them all. I'm sure people were swearing, that crazy trucker's gonna get us all killed. I'm like, we need more speed, or else I'm gonna be down there with you guys, smashing up all your cars. I need more speed so I stay on top of the banking. You need that centrifugal force, so you gotta drive a little bit quicker. People were driving too slow for the snow. It took me 3 hours to drive from the west end of Portland to the east end of Portland. At one point, it took me 45 minutes to drive 1 mile. And then when I got out of town, everybody was driving in the hammer lane. There was like 4 inches of snow on the road. And there was no tracks in the slow lane. Everybody went to hammer lane, single file, like 20 miles per hour, just crawling along. So I'm like, enough of this. I went into the slow lane and grabbed a couple of gears. I was doing 40, double the speed of everybody else. I could have easily done 60. I'm like, I'm used to driving on snow. This is normal for me. So I'm like, just because the closing rate would be too high if I did 60, the speed difference between me and the other vehicles would be... I'm like, we'll do twice their speed, just in case someone decides to cut in front of me. But there were no tracks, 4 inches of snow, pushing it along. Sure used a lot more fuel than I was expecting. And I pushed along I-84, and then a whole bunch of people followed me after that and made tracks behind me. But I'm sure people were swearing at me. Crazy trucker's gonna get us all killed. I have nice winter tires on the big rig, which is very uncommon. The company I work for gets brand new winter tires put on every single October. Doesn't matter what your old last year's tires still look like. In October you get brand new winter tires. That's why our company's a little bit more expensive than some of the other competitors. We charge customers a little bit more money, but our loads actually get there. When we say we're going to do a load, it actually gets there. Yeah, winter tires make a huge difference. It's amazing what soft and siped rubber makes. And then here, it's very common for cars not to just have winter tires, but studded winter tires. Very common. I'd say a huge percentage of cars here have studded winter tires. And that makes you look like you're invincible on ice. What are... Oh! Never occurred to me people wouldn't know what studded winter tires are. They're illegal to run on the roads in the summer. You're only legally allowed to run them in the winter because they're very bad for the highways. Okay, let's see if I can... I'd say a good 30, 40% of all the cars on the road here in the winter have studded tires. Okay. That's studded, 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 not studded. Can we get a better image? Wait, I have an idea. Here we go. So the tire, thank you to Car Questions. The tires get these put into them. Right, did that show? There we go. So this is what the lug of the tire looks like. You've got the stud inside of there with a spike on there. Does that make sense? So it's basically hard metal bits in them. And there's an automated studder tire up here, but we always manually put them in. And it makes you look invincible on a highway. So they're the tires. They're cut. You can buy these tires, and they have these little holes built into them like that. They're designed for studs. You don't take a regular tire. It's a special tire designed to be studded. You can run them without the studs. Hundreds of people to do. Run them without the studs. He's loading the studs into the hose there. And then you have this gun, put it into the hole and pull the trigger, and it puts the metal stud into them. You can buy them and put them in your garage for, yes. And when the road goes black, he's just really good at show how they put them in there like that. Boom. Stop moving the camera. And then you would look like a freaking god on the highways if you had these in Texas. So they're specially designed tires for them, and then you have to put the metal studs in them. Never occurred to me that other people wouldn't know what that was or even knew that was a thing. Yes, they're all over the place here. You can always hear the noise that the tire makes is different because it's all these little metal studs hitting the pavement. I think the government should put studded tires on all the emergency vehicles. The ambulances, put studded tires on them. Yeah, sometimes I have a vehicle passing me like a crazy person. I'm like, wait, maybe they're not crazy. Maybe they just have studded tires on. And the great part about studded tires, it'll help you drive faster and safer, but it'll also help you brake better. Because whenever you have big 4x4s and you're flying down the highway, your brakes are just as good as a non 4x4 vehicle. But if you get studded tires, your brakes work really well because there's so much more grip for that tire to grab onto the road. So studded tires are great for braking power. We made some money since last. I think we needed $500,000 for our new combine, so we gotta wait a little bit for that. Yeah, studded tires aren't cheap, and there'd be no point. Just instead of getting studded tires, just stay home 3 or 4 days of the year if you get really bad weather. It's a lot cheaper losing a couple of days of pay than paying for expensive winter tires and studs. Alright. Gone around the field a couple of times. I like swapping jobs. This tractor is pretty much oversized for all the equipment we have except for our cultivator, so it doesn't get used a lot yet, but we will upgrade and get some bigger implements for it in the future as well. Harvesting some corn here while we were also planting our winter barley. Guess we need to make some end rows here so we can We can turn around better. Planted 2 fields of corn next to each other like this. I think what I will do is grab the plow and make it into 1 field. Seems like a logical step. See on the mini map, the gray field starting to show up. That field has never been harvested ever before, so it's our brand new field that's never been seeded and harvested before. So we'll start filling that in with green here. See how I just extended both of the fields. The field of wheats or beets next to us here, and the field of corn here. Just bought that property and extend these fields north. So there's some new fields up here. Kind of excited about it. See how it's gonna fill it in green. Nice. Glad that's good soil. Really high yielding soil. This is good. Glad I bought this field now. Ooh. Strong winds and ice hail. Well, what else would hail be? Hail's always ice. Unless you call sleet snow hail. I think I plowed that field too far over. Now I can't harvest that last little bit. Maybe in an angle. Yeah, I guess I'll have to buy that field next to us. Yeah, Manitoba would do that too. Manitoba, we would get baseball size hail, even bigger than baseball size. There were some freak storms that went as big as softball size. Did a lot of damage. Man, did that do a lot of damage. They went through roofs. We had hail going through a roof. Just incredible damage. And they would always come with tornadoes. Yeah, we used to live in Tornado Alley in Manitoba. I know people always think of Tornado Alley in the US, but Canada has one too. And it's not as bad as the American version, but basically we get storms just as bad as the American version of Tornado Alley, just not as often. Oh, I'm full. Take a look at flour. Flour, flour, flour. Price is going up, so that's good. I'm running out of space for flour. Yeah, weather forecasts have gotten so much better than they used to be. So much better. One butter over here. I guess we'll have to wait to actually seed this field all the way before I spread more lime. Let's do some beets then. Beet harvester fills up so fast. That's another thing I want to upgrade is a beet harvester. Upgrade the beet harvester. Yes, she is. Trying to stay quiet. I closed the bedroom door and let her sleep in. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I went to bed too late. But, you know, and the intention was for me to sleep in, but that never works. So used to waking up early in the morning. Go to New York, and I would have slept in because of time zone difference. Back to our seating. Let's get this little bit here done. It's kind of an awkward little part of the field. I think I'd like to. I've gone to New York State before, but never to like New York the city. I would like to do it once in my lifetime. I'm not a big city person, but that's such an iconic city that I would like to do it once. It gets pretty hot in New York. Not for 2 months like in Texas, but New York will get hot temperatures for a few days as well. But yeah, not for the most part. Like they'll get hundreds as well, but it'll only be a day or two. But for the most part, it stays much cooler. Just like we get over hundreds as well, but not for the same length of time as Texas. I know in Manitoba you get over 100 quite a bit in the summer months. July would be pretty darn hot. I was going to say this is the most powerful tractor we have, but that's not true. The Versatile in the shop is more powerful. Hopefully you guys are chilling and relaxing. I see there's a couple of you guys watching. Seems like a pretty quiet morning. Just Michael and his weather. I guess I started. Well, I guess I didn't start it, but I talked about weather too. Nobody won a $30 Steam gift card? Maybe eventually somebody will want the $30 gift card. If not this weekend, next weekend it'll be a $35 gift card. So there's our biggest tractor. That won't get pulled out until spring. I think what I would like in FS25 would be the ability to overfill things. That once they're full, it starts just spewing off the edges. Same with the, like, if the combine was over full, we would have corn that would just hang out on top of the cab, so we would have cab corn. Or if you overfill the truck, it would overfill the truck and it would just start flowing off the edge of it, and that would be wasted corn. I would like that. Instead of having an artificial fill, allow us to overfill. And if you take the corner too fast because it's overfull, you have corn sliding off of that and landing on the ground. And then wherever it falls off, let's say I overfilled the corn, next year a little bit of corn grows in that part of the field. Accidental corn, or whatever crop it was. I think that'd be a great little upgrade to the game. They haven't hinted at a new FS yet. I don't think it'll be FS24, maybe FS25 or FS26. I would prefer even longer, FS27. I haven't seen my aunt, any of my aunts, in years and years and years. I literally don't know when I last saw my aunts and uncles. The ones I actually would care about seeing, I'm too far away to see. I've seen my cousins more recently, and that's probably 3-4 years ago. Some of my cousins. Heck, I don't think I've seen my dad in 4 or 5 years. Saw my mom just last week for the first time in a few years. How long have I been doing YouTube? So, it's been a long time. But I started just to share videos with family and friends. I guess that's easy enough to check. Here, let's go look. Let's find me, not this channel. Search my name. It's the easiest way to find me is just search my name. Look at that. I love that video. It only got 115 views, but I love that video. Videos. Is there a way of just seeing the oldest video? Oh, this might take a little bit. Man, I haven't done this in a long time. It's funny how my style has changed. Go to the top and press about, but this is more fun. That was Christmas. Now there's my brother fighting with swords. Cookie Monster. Oh, I remember that vacation. That was fun. Ah, I flew the quadcopter. Oh, some kayaking videos. This is kind of fun. Remember me making that button for members? The original members got that button. Don't think there's a lot of those. This is when I was running the Peterbilt. Let's see. More kayaking. I'd like to do more kayaking videos. Those are fun. I remember that was a good video. Gotta do another one of those. Okay, maybe this won't. Maybe this will take too long. We are now in the international truck. This is 2 years ago. Oh, vacation. Man, that was a fun vacation. Driving to Newfoundland, just north of New York, further east than New York. Yeah, that was a good vacation. Smash up on I-5. Yeah, so that's the international truck. This is where I was first experimenting with the rear-facing camera. And now I use it quite often. But not window in window, because that was disorienting. I found a better way of doing it. Oh yeah, I still wore a microphone back in those days. I'm going to go to South Padre Island. There's me and Jess. Lots of ferry rides. Oh, I remember that vacation. That was a fun one too. Enchanted Forest. Oh, and oh yeah, that was another good vacation. Ah, truck blows up. Only 166 views. If I released that video today, it would get a lot more views. Yeah, some of these videos, 70 views, 50 views. Okay, so obviously I get more views these days. Looking a little scruffy, you know, kidding. Oh, Maya Ruins Lemoni, 3 years ago. I had a plane crash in Bleeze. Yeah, I had no microphone back in those days. So these videos were horrible audio. Oh yeah, back here I had these videos and didn't show the hood of the truck. And it was kind of disconnected. It was weird. I've definitely gotten better at YouTube since 4 years ago. So obviously I started YouTube longer than 4 years ago. It's kind of fun for me. I don't know, it might be boring for you guys. I guess it is because we went from a couple of viewers to one viewer. Oh yeah, forest fire. That's okay. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, no hood in these. It's kind of weird having these. No titles, no hood. Of course, no sponsor back then. That was fun. Rogers Pass. 16 views. That video, if I released that today, would have a lot more than 16 views. Of course, I had horrible audio, not as good video. We were using the Sony Action Cam as a video camera. And it looks like I did very short videos. 18 minutes long, 4 minutes long. I really need to get back to a little bit of the shorter videos. Mine have gotten way too long. So this is, look, 21 views. This one here, 72,000 views. Where you just happen to title a video right. 72,000 views, and then the video before that, 29 views, 26 views, 18 views. But there's one, 72,000. I considered that a viral video back in the day. That video still gets views today. Hence why, look, none of the other thumbnails have a title in it. This one got a title because I went back and changed the thumbnail. Oh, we're at 5 years ago now. I was trucking 5 years ago. Yeah, Michael asked me when I started YouTube, and it was the wrong question to ask because now I have one viewer instead of what I had before because everybody finds this boring. Well, more of the vacation. Look, a bunch of quadding videos when I used to have this quad. It is over there, it's charging. I don't have a cord because it's copying video on the laptop. Okay, so this is pre-trucking. These videos are pre-trucking. This vacation would have been... So probably trucking over here. This is where trucking started. So I started trucking 5 years ago. Michael, you found the answer. 8 years ago? Oh, yeah, remember the howler monkeys there? February 1st, 2011 is when I joined. I remember that video. I smashed the quad into a tree. What is my first video? There we go, 9 years ago. That's my first video I ever did. First video I ever did. There's a time lapse. Time lapse of the GoPro camera taking a picture every so many seconds on top of an egg timer. And that's how I got the rotation to work. Take all the photos and make a video out of it. First video ever. Second video ever was me crashing the quadcopter. Man, that's bad video. Look at the jello. Man, that is horrible video. Wow, that is bad. Bad, 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 bad. Yeah, okay. Okay. Apparently I didn't pause the game. You're feeling a little under the weather? Take your vitamins. Yeah, I've definitely gotten better. Yep, I've definitely gotten better at YouTube. So who knows where this gaming channel is going to be in 9 years from now. Maybe we'll be making money off of this too. Because the other channel is 9 years old and I make about $2,000 a year off of it. All that money, every single penny, goes back into the channel. So I've lost more money than I've made out of that channel. Just buying video cameras and stuff. But definitely have gotten better. I've got what, 2,500 subscribers, something like that. Yeah, and if you guys are not into the trucking videos, check out the other channel this week, last week and this week. There are some cool videos in there that are not trucking related. Hey Mac, I'm really this coming week. There's two videos that I really enjoyed. There's a video of the zoo, which is really fun to make, and another video of snorkeling, which just edited. Really fun to make as well. Different than my normal trucking videos. So if you're not into the long trucking videos, check out those two videos coming this week. And also, if you've never heard Howler Monkeys, check out the video that came out last week. You can hear Howler Monkeys at the end. You're going to watch both of them? Obviously you haven't watched them yet because they're not out yet, but like lunchtime. Yes, I have to leave like at 12 tomorrow. What time is the appointment? 8 o'clock? 8. What? Oh. What? I read 2000. Oh, 1900. That's 7. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, for sure by noon. 12 o'clock I gotta be in the truck, so I had... Whoop, I'm full. It takes at least 6 hours to drive, so I might not even leave before 12 tomorrow. So tomorrow's stream is gonna be short. So yeah, we gotta get everything done today. Tomorrow will be... This is corn. This is corn. Yeah, I was supposed to do a bunch of stuff yesterday because I knew I was going to be leaving early, but I decided not to. Every now and then it's nice to be just lazy. Spend a day just being lazy. Military time? The trucking industry pretty much runs off military time. And military time is easy. Yes! Yes! I watched that kite video and I'm like, it must be a kite festival. Because I have to visit Pakistan during your kite festival because that was amazing. I've never seen that many kites up in the air. I didn't realize that you guys have that many kites all flying at the same time. But yeah, military time is easy. I don't know why people struggle with that. It's narrower than I thought. You cut almost 17 and you lost 10. Yeah, it's basically a friendly competition to cut as many other people's kites as possible. So you fly your kite around somebody else's kite and cut it, right? There's a movie based out of Afghanistan, right, Jess? What's it called again? The Kite Runner. The Kite Runner. What's your question? Oh, what kind of string do you, how do you cut somebody's kite? Is that like, are there rules what kind of string you can use and stuff like that? Because I use fishing line for my kites. And also, it'd be super interesting to see how you guys fly the kite with your hands. Like shoot a video of what your hands are doing when you're flying a kite. I saw a glimpse of that and I'm like, that is cool, that is interesting. Ah, you see you cut your fingers. Yes, that's why I was thinking, it's like I would love to see what your hands are doing, because it seems like it's a bit of a skill to fly those kites and not cut your fingers. Why don't you log into it on the phone and then it should update. Yeah, we love kites. But you guys take kites a lot more seriously than we do. Powdered glasses applied to this. Oh! Oh! That makes sense, but I was wondering how you cut someone's kite. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of skill involved in cutting other people's kites. Because you cut 17 and you had 10 cut of yours. That's pretty cool. We need a kite festival. Yes, absolutely. That'd be awesome. You're not motivated? I'm not motivated either. No, don't make me sick. No, that's not even cool. No. So the further up your kite is, the easier it is to cut an opponent's kite? Really? All right, so just for Michael's, I'll see if I can find that video. Here we go. Look at the hundreds of kites just flying around. So how do you control the kites? Are there two strings? The kites that are doing the swirling thing are trying to swirl around a different person's kite string, right? But every black dot in the sky is a kite. Just one string. One string. How do you get a kite to go exactly where you want it to go with one string? And to do the curling, like, how do you do that spiraling thing with one string? I mean, there's some skill involved. Like, that's hundreds and hundreds of kites. I want to go to Pakistan when the kite festival's going. That's on my bucket list now. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so as long as the kite has tension, or the kite string has tension on it, the kite string will, or the kite will slowly pull up higher, and then if you let the tension of the string go, the kite is designed not to fly happily. The kite is designed to fly unstably, to swirl. So if you made a paper airplane and bent one of its wings, it would fly in circles. So the kite is designed to fly in circles when there's no tension on the string. So you're controlling the kite what it does by adjusting the tension on the string. And that's where the skill comes in. Very cool. How long does the kite festival go for? Like, is it a one-day event or something you do a whole week? Okay, so the kite festival is one day where you have the hundreds of kites. But people still fly kites year round, and the people that fly the kites year round would be better at flying them on the festival day. Got more practice. The more practice you have, the better you can fly. Here we're seeding barley. Where's that rock? Oh, apparently right beside us. Good, we missed it. We're good. Oh, because you're sick? Or you want to get me sick? This year, government relaxed the rules to fly kites because all kite seller announced that they will not be selling copper and cotton string. That doesn't make sense to me. Copper string would make it easier to cut someone's kite down. Cotton against nylon. Is cotton stronger than nylon? Like I said, I use fishing line for my kites because my kites were huge and they take a lot of wind. So I look for some like 100-pound fishing line by my kite. Because a normal nylon string just tears. And then goodbye kite. Ah, destroy power lines. Oh, and then cotton lines are hard to cut, and then the cotton lines can be laying everywhere. Ah, so you need nylon string that when they're, so basically the whole city has all this kite string hanging across the roads and over power lines and stuff. Never even thought of that. So if you're riding around a motorcycle and all of a sudden you hit cotton line and it throws you off your bike or cuts your head off. Good point. Never even thought of that. So for safety reasons, only fly nylon. Makes sense. Oh, so you no bikes allowed on the road during Kite Festival. Makes sense. Let all those lines, let all the kite strings be cut with cars and stuff first. That way they're all laying on the ground and huh, interesting. Just something the outsider doesn't think about. Alright, I think we are pretty much out of barley here. Let's go fill up the cedar. Yes, I think. Yes. I heard that. What? Yeah, the bread was good. That's fine. So, if the government does not allow to celebrate Kite Festival and someone is still flying kite, expect police at your door. Huh? Huh? What about the rest of the time of the year? Just flying your single kite? Or is it just on Kite Festival Day that they... Does Kite Festival attract a lot of tourists to come over? I think they could do that for tourism, advertise Kite Festival. I would come over for a kite festival, make it a fun thing for tourists to come and join and watch. Yeah, in your video you can't see how colorful the kites and stuff are, right? I'm assuming you have really bright, vibrant colors on those kites. Michael, huge fan of roundabouts. The more we can get, the better. People will learn how to use them. Right now, nobody knows how to use roundabouts. Here in Canada, we're adding roundabouts everywhere. Washington is adding roundabouts everywhere. Huge fan. Make traffic way better once people learn how to use them. Well, it depends if it's a one-lane roundabout or a two-lane roundabout, but it's not a problem. The roundabouts are they're designed so that you can hit that center curb. The trailer will always go over that center curb. If it's a two-lane roundabout, then you're fine, but you will take both lanes. Every now and then there's an idiot that thinks they can come beside a semi on a two-lane roundabout, and they learn very quickly that they're going to get run off the road. Never go beside a semi in a two-lane roundabout. Alright, thanks Mac. It was kind of fun learning about the Kite Festival. Hopefully your fingers aren't cut too badly. Heal up quickly, so... Okay. What was the last one you made? They're always good. Whatever you want. Less was better though, as far as the flavoring goes. We did less this the last one. It was better than when it was overpowering barbecue flavor. Oh, you said you got the recipe perfect last time, so I was assuming you wrote it down, so you can do exactly the same thing next time. No. Of course not. Yeah. Making some good progress on this cornfield. First harvest ever on this section. And the yield's okay up here, not great. But as we get down a little further, the yield gets awesome. That's really good yield. Oh, I'm already getting it here on this pass. We're starting to get the good yield here, so it's going to fill up a lot quicker. Must be better soil here. Okay, not must be, but it is better soil here. We know this for a fact. Yeah, we're getting a really high yield here. Less of a yield here, so this end of the field is still not. We'll see what this pass does. Basically, the darker green the mini-map shows up, the better yield we are getting. Yellow is not a great yield, and then if it goes to red, it's horrible, horrible yield. But we do a really good job of keeping our fields pH and nitrogen levels correct, so we always get a decent yield. Get red, you know you're losing money. That was a good pass. That was a solid yield there. Yeah, I'll go with you when you go chopping and buy a measuring tape. See, right here, I wish it would just let us keep filling until the seeds just, or the corn, yeah, the corn seed would just start spilling over the top. What is our price doing? Flour still going up in price. That's good. Six chicken breast. How much weight? 6 small chicken breast. $27. And this is something you're advertising as a good price. Yeah. Food prices are getting expensive. It's all the environmental laws, right? Oh, can't do that. Yes. There's 2 burgers up there, so yes, I have enough burgers for this week. How much would a beet harvester cost? $500,000. Ay, ay, ay. $500,000 for the biggest one. I'm using the beets for sugar. Cool. And this tractor's not enough power for this. It's struggling, and it's not even, it's only at 69% full, and I'm struggling with this tractor. We mostly use this tractor for cattle now, but for the milk trailer. But I ran out of tractors, so I'm using a smaller tractor. This one's even smaller. We'll leave that one parked. And that one's even smaller. This one's the biggest tractor. Nope, once again, second biggest tractor we have. Oh, when is time change? Are we still doing that? Are we still doing time changes? Or are we still doing daylight savings time, or are we finally out of that? March 12th? Yeah, 2 weeks. Oh, you read Springford like a town. I understand Michael's misspellings most of the time. Yeah, they've said it's supposed to stop. We voted on it and agreed on it that we're going to stop doing daylight savings time. And yet, here we are, still doing time changes. Just stop it. How long ago? A couple of years ago, like 3-4 years ago. And they decided that instead of changing it immediately, they were going to wait till Alberta and Washington did the same thing. Basically, our neighbors wait till they do the same thing or something like that. Just freaking do it. If we do it, neighbors will start doing it too. Somebody's got to be the first one to do it. I mean, there are a couple places that have done it. So right now they're saying November we won't change, so this might be the last change we do. Hopefully. "2019 is when we voted on it." Yeah. Alberta 2021. Just do it. It's not that hard. That's not a lie, it's just politics. There are people that don't want the time change to happen, or people that want daylight savings time to continue, even though the people have voted and said, we don't want it. There are corporations that still want it. Hopefully November. I sure hope so. There's places that already don't change time. There's a town in BC that doesn't change time. The town of Creston does not do daylight savings time. So half the year it's on a different time zone than us. Half the year it's on the same time zone as us. Yeah, a lot of people are used to the whole state, whole province, same time zone. I know BC, we have different time zones, and there's some states in the US that have different time zones. Texas actually has 2 time zones. And then North Dakota, South Dakota. There's some weird time zones. And the weird one in Canada is Newfoundland. It's half an hour different time zone. But time zones really have nothing to do with daylight savings time. Time zones are fine. I just want to get rid of daylight savings time. Heck, getting rid of time zones would be fine too. We would just no longer get up at 8 a.m. anymore. We would then get up at 1800 a.m. Just 1800. We would get used to that. It'd be fine. I'd have no problem with that. Sure would get rid of a lot of confusion around the world about time zones. Basically, you could say, we're going to have a meeting at 18. Everybody in the world would know exactly what time that was. Is that in the middle of the night or in the morning? There would be no more confusion. So getting rid of time zones, period, I'd be fine with. It'll never happen, but I'd be fine with it. We'd no longer have lunch at 12. We'd have lunch. Well, it'd be very confusing at first, but you would get used to it pretty quick. We already kind of have that time zone, right? We are at minus 18, I think, in that time zone. I could be wrong. Oh, minus 8. We're at minus 8, not 18. Minus 8. We're at minus 8 of GMT. A lot of international companies run on GMT. So there's companies that do that already. No, not like that. No. Not like that. I mean GMT time, not military time. I mean, the whole world would be at this time right now. So if we were to do that, we are at minus 8 GMT. So we just subtract 8 from the number right now. So instead of 11:15, the time would now be 2:15 GMT time right now is 2:15. It would get rid of a lot of problems. Like I said, big companies run on GMT anyway, so. How's it going, James? Corn. That just goes to storage. Well, let's take a look at corn prices. Yeah, not great. Not great. Also, I want to get rid of this truck and trailer. I want to get a semi and trailer. A lot of upgrades I want to do. Hey Don, how's it going? Yeah, it seems like nope. 11:15 comes around, all of a sudden people start popping in. Careful driving these while they're still up in real life. Really easy to tip them over on their side. Huh. You watched the Howler Monkey video? Yeah, I didn't get a lot of views on that video, but I enjoyed making it. We couldn't get good video of the monkeys with the action cameras, the wide angle lens, but just took a couple of photos, and even those, they weren't great. You couldn't get a good shot of them, but yeah, Howler monkeys, they're noisy. That's the reason why I shared that. I'm like, let's let people know how obnoxiously noisy these things can get. How far is Alaska from us? Oh, well, Hyder is not that far away. 16 hours? You can be in Alaska in 16 hours? So you can get there today if we wanted to. I guess not, because it's too late in the day to get there today, but we can get there in 1-day drive. Depends on what part of Alaska you're going to. If you go to the section of Alaska where everybody thinks Alaska is, then it'll be a lot further. It'd be 32 hours. Because Alaska comes way down south. Ah, the town of Alaska? Yeah, I can do that trick too. $11-hour drive to Houston. There's closer ones. How close is Denver? I guess it's New Denver. And in Miami, I remember a radio station in Manitoba was giving away free tickets to Miami, all inclusive trip to Miami. They didn't tell them that it was the town of Miami in Manitoba. It's hilarious to everybody except the people that won. Yeah, people are thinking Juneau, Anchorage to get there, not. Anchorage is definitely easy to get to. It's just a long drive. You can't get to Juneau driving, can you? Or you can get a vehicle ferry, I guess. Can you drive to Juneau? Maybe you can. Yeah, because you have to go up. Yeah, you can get to Juneau, I think. You have to go way up and then come down. Town of North Pole. What town are we trying to get to? To Phoenix? How far away is Phoenix from us? 2 hours. Phoenix is 2 hours from us. People think there's only one town name. There's so many towns that have 4, 5, 6 different places with the same town name. Well, I wouldn't say we. I've been to Grand Forks, North Dakota often enough that I will not forget about Grand Forks, North Dakota. Well, I know one's in Michigan. Been there. Done that. Or is the one in Michigan spelled slightly different? Oh, Muskegon? Manistee. Ah, that's it, yeah. Not quite the same. Yeah, so you're still wrong, Michael. There's more than 3. Texas, Nevada, Minnesota, no, New Mexico, no, Texas, Nevada, New Mexico, California, Arizona. So there's 5 of them. With the exact same spelling. Can I show you? Just search it. If you're Googling it, Google, I watched a documentary about how Google search is getting worse and worse and worse. Because websites are no longer pages, they're now services, right? So Google is getting worse and worse at searching. Google is going to die. Yes, they are massive, 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 but they're going to die. The Google search engine is going to be dead in the water. If you want a good search engine, there's other options depending what you're searching for. If you actually want your questions answered, just go to Reddit and search for it there. You will get an answer, a lot better of an answer on Reddit. Or if you're going to search Google, search your question and then type in Reddit after it, and it'll search Reddit as well. So get best of both worlds. Google's going to die. Just like video cassettes died, Google's going to die. Google is old technology. And even though Google is still growing, it's dead in the water. The only way they can stay alive is buying out whatever the newest thing is people are searching. And right now, that's Reddit and Twitter. That's where people are searching. Also TikTok. People are searching TikTok for like their travel want. It's like, hey, what are cool things to see in such and such a city? And you search that on TikTok and you get much better answers than Google. Google's dead. And so are like Bing and Firefox, all those search engines. They're all dead. It's old technology. Jeeves? Ask Jeeves? Don't really remember Jeeves. No, I don't know if I've ever... No, I've never... Ask Jeeves was before Google? I don't remember Ask Jeeves. Yeah, if you're searching for town names, the Weather Network is the best place to find town names that we've found, or that Jess has found. The image looks familiar, but I've never Ask Jeeves. I guess it's still a browser? Oh, Firefox. Oh yeah, you're right, James. Firefox is not a search engine. Firefox is a browser. These days, almost everything is Chromium, so Firefox is nice that Firefox is not Chromium. People are like, use this search engine, or no, use this browser instead of Chrome. It's like, yeah, but it's Chromium. It's built off of Chrome. It is Chrome. What are your 4 browsers? Chrome, Firefox, Brave, which is Chromium, and then Microsoft Edge. Edge is not Chromium, right? Or is Edge Chrome? No, I think Edge is its own thing. But people that swear by Brave, I'm like, that's Chrome. It's Chrome dumbed down, so you don't get all the same. You don't get all the ads and stuff. A modified version of Chrome, basically. But it still uses the exact same information. That's why see, I'm getting confused again between browser and search engines. But all search engines are dead. Traditional search engines are all dead in the water. Good question, Michael. Good question, Michael. James, are you going to stream tonight? Okay. The answer is yes. I better end this stream, have lunch, go out and do our chopping, do laundry, do budget, upload and edit a bunch of videos. I got a bit of work ahead of me. That's because yesterday I just did nothing. I came home at lunch and then was a vegetable the rest of the day. It was worth it. It was worth it. So we'll go a couple minutes here and then we'll call it a day. What are we eating for lunch? How about we just walk or drive across the street, have lunch there, and then go shopping right after? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. There we go. We got a plan. We'll wait for Jess to finish her shopping list and go do that. No. Nope, I'm good there. Don't need to do that. Ice cream's on sale? Yeah, I'll have ice cream. I'd go for some ice cream. At lunch. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. Tomorrow's morning stream's gonna have to be fairly early and end very early. Much earlier than today's, like half an hour ago. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I'll just, for tomorrow's lunch, have something fast food and just take it to go on the truck. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Once you start listing all the things that need to be done in your head, it's like, yep. I should do the grown-up things now. Fill up this combine, then we will save and quit. tomorrow morning, probably the same time as today. It's just going to end earlier. I don't know, whenever I wake up. Yeah, tomorrow I have an appointment. I have to make that appointment. BC Ferries. I'm going for a ferry ride to Victoria, Vancouver Island. Like an hour long, hour and a half long. Sail through the salt waters. I will cross into the U.S. without crossing into without having to do any customs. I can show you what I mean by that once I save and quit here. I guess I can do that now. See the ferry? I'll be riding this ferry down this way. It technically crosses into U.S. waters. Well, crossing into the U.S. waters is actually illegal too. If I took a boat and went that way, I would be breaking the law. BC Ferries, though, has got approval by the U.S. government. What, they still don't have your... Will you run out by then? Oh yeah, we were going to fill that and then call it a day. We've done that. Alright, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It's always a fun conversation. Today was pretty quiet, but still nice and relaxing. Some days you get a hit by lots of commenters, and the other day nothing. Today wasn't nothing. Today was a good medium. So I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys tonight. We'll join the tonight's stream as well. I'm assuming we're doing Valheim, but if not, I'm fine with whatever we do. I am out of here. You guys rock.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.